at the 25.
Here we go. Faster, faster.
Lance going to put it up right away. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Lance. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Hurts going to keep it right left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Second and 7. It's caught left side by Cooks. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 34 yards there.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now.
Jackrabbit. Jack, ready?
Now Lance on the bootleg. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready. Watch out now. Safety Fury. Ready.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Cooks on the quick slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, really in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Swift going to try up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Smith with the grab. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready.
They toss it down to Pollard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward. We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
560.
On play action, Lance rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's third down and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10.
Go.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. Set. Strike. Check. Strike. Set. Go. Set.
Now a running play here with Lamb. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
10 seconds.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 23 yards to pick up there.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Ready, set.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Green Jack. Set, cut.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Now Hurts going to move them around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the option to give to Swift here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And quickly they get to the line. Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On to sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And a pretty good burst there as he gets across midfield and down to the 46. 78 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue check. Hey, check Mega. Ready?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
22 needles.
The Lance going to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Ready.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Pollard again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Carter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Red.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run left with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.